Hey everyone, this is the Anime Lad, and today I'm bringing to you the anime called Devil is a Part-Timer. The story kicks off with a war on the central island of Ente Isla, where the Dark Lord Satan and his generals Hydra, Lucifer, Arcel, and Malakoda wreak havoc to create a demon utopia. Their plan hit a snag when a heroic dude that gathers knights storms Satan's palace and battles him into a corner. Beaten but not out, Satan and Arcel flee through a magical portal, vowing revenge. The portal dumps them in modern-day Japan, where they are baffled by the local customs language and lack of magic. Arrested for looking sketchy, Satan hypnotizes a cop to figure out Earth's basics. He soon learns that magic is in short supply, rent isn't free, and demons gotta eat. After securing fake IDs and a shoebox-sized apartment with their dwindling funds, Satan starts plotting a comeback, while Hauser stresses about their pitiful budgets. Reality hits hard when hunger sends Satan to the hospital, leaving him to gripe about rent-level medical bills. They realize survivor now involves paychecks, not world domination. Satan, who now chose the name Mao, lands a fast food gig, flipping burgers and angling for promotions. While Arcel, now Ashia, checks libraries in an attempt to fix their magic. Their once mighty ambitions shrink to debates over grocery expenses and leftover holding. One rainy day, Mao lends his umbrella to a mysterious woman. Later, while crushing it at work to win an employee promo, he insists using magic to fix a broken fryer and gets rewarded with a promotion anyway. Riding on gleefully, he bumps into the same woman, who turns out to be Emilia, the hero who nearly killed him. She's been spying on him and demands to know why the former Lord of Darkness is slinging fries. Mao stammers, caught between peril and the horrifying realization that his biggest enemy is now watching him like a hawk. When Satan fled Ente Isla, Emilia, the hero, wasn't about to let him go. She dived through the portal, promising to defeat him no matter where he ran. Now in modern Japan, she finds him flipping burgers and living in a tiny apartment. When she tries to stab him with a penknife, seriously, a penknife, a cop interferes with them, thinking they are a quarreling couple. Emilia screams, "I'm not his girlfriend," before storming off, vowing to kill him later. It turns out that Emilia now works a regular office job while secretly stalking Mao and Arcel. Convinced they are plotting something sinister, she is consistently disappointed to find them arguing over grocery budgets instead of world domination. One day, she confronts Mao at work. He ignores her and sells her fries, which only fuels her rage. Chio, Mao's co-worker, misreads the tension and gets adorably jealous, grilling Mao about this Emilia character. Later, Mao and Emilia meet at their old battleground, Crosswalk. She admits he's been oddly wholesome, earning trust and living humbly. She offers a deal, stay boring, and she won't destroy him. Mao refuses, insisting he will conquer both Earth and enter Isla right after his next promotion. Before the two know what is happening, a magical laser blasts Mao's beloved bicycle. Dodging another shot, they realize someone is out to get them. Mao blames Emilia for a terrible meeting spot choice and the dash for cover. When Emilia shows up broke and walletless at Mao's door, Ashia freaks out, but Mao lets her crash for the night. As they bicker under one room, Mao jokes that she will struggle alone in this world. Emilia scoffs but secretly knows Mao is right. Then Mao gets a mysterious text from Chio about earthquakes. Ashia and Mao enjoy Emilia's pickles. Ashia calls her a hero for returning a key she tossed him, confessing he'd have pocketed it because, well, demon instincts. Mao roasts him for being evil. Meanwhile, Emilia is at home, soaking in embarrassment over her Mao shenanigans, only to see on the news that Mao's bicycle is linked to a shooting. Somewhere else, Shio is too busy blushing over a text from Mao to care about her mom's safety lecture. At work, Emilia gets a crippled call from a bad guy voice claiming he's going to wipe her and Mao off the planet. She's unimpressed, certainly deduces he's pure evil and hangs up. Later at the police station, Mao praises Japanese cops for finding his bike, but casually throws Emilia under the bus, using her name for Heidi. Furious, she storms in and they are bickering rivals any podcast. Outside, she warns Mao to be careful, shouting like a lunatic in public and then flees, leaving Mao to question why he didn't get a warning call. Later, Ashia drags Mao to buy less embarrassing clothes for his totally not a date with Chio. At the meeting, Chio blushes so hard she could power Tokyo and they exchange compliments before heading to a cheap cafe. Ashia spies, Emilia follows and chaos ensues. Chio explains she's been hearing magical voices since starting at Macronat, their burger shop. Now identifies it as Idea Link, a magical conference call, but nearly chokes when Emilia barges in, cutting Chio off mid-crush confession. The girls argue like dogs until an earthquake levels the place. Later, Devil Mode Maru emerges, flexing his hero vibes and saving everyone. Emilia, baffled, watches as the so-called Dark Lord turns out to be surprisingly noble. The news reports massive destruction but zero casualties. Emilia, meanwhile, zones out into a tragic flashback of her dad, Lunge and Priest dramatically whisking her off because surprised she's half angel and the chosen one. Fast forward to the present, Mao interrupts her brooding. She snaps at him, and then Chio blushes her way back into the scene, hilariously dodging her dad's discovery of her dates. Mao remembers hypnotizing Chio's dad when he arrived in Japan, which, shocker, caused Chio's magical voiceover problems. Emilia grills Mao about magic in Japan, but Rika, her colleague, rescues her for a sleepover filled with food, hugs, and mysterious Kobe accents. Elsewhere, Ashiya begs Mao for forgiveness for ruining his date. Emilia, now battling warm, frozen feelings about Mao, returns his 1,000 yen, ensuring she's no longer in his debt. She then faceplants on the stairs, triggering Ashiya, who runs in like a war alarm, only to mock her clumsiness. When Mao tries to help, Emilia snaps, accusing him of ruining her life and killing her dad. Mao, looking like a sad puppy, apologizes awkwardly, but Chio catches them mid-drama, misinterprets everything, and runs off in tears. Chio bumps into a creepy guy who calls her emotional breakdown delicious and reveals himself as a demon. Just as things get dire, Mao, Ashiya, and Emilia arrive, spotting the brewing trouble. Mao recognizes the demon as none other than General Lucifer. Lucifer mocks Mao for being a powerless human, while Emilia claims she killed Lucifer before. Mao interrupts, revealing Lucifer had help from none other than a shady priest, Oba, who suddenly pops up like a villain in a bad soap opera. Turns out, Oba struck a deal with Lucifer, helping overthrow Emilia in exchange for a return to glory. Drama ensues until Lucifer casually shoots Ashiya with a magic laser, forcing Mao to carry his injured friend while they flee. During their escape, Mao explains that Lucifer has been powering up by feeding on human fear, like some sort of emo energy vampire, and hints he might have caused recent robberies for that street despair buffet. Lucifer, not done being the worst, review he's captured Chio and is now feasting on her negative emotions too. Just when it couldn't get worse, Oba ambushes them, shoots Mao in the leg, and rants about saving his magic for a portal back home. Classic villain move. Cornered, Mao teleports the group to a crowded city, much to Emilia's dismay. Lucifer arrives, shoots Mao in the chest, and drops Chio from the sky. Emilia catches her while Lucifer starts trashing the city. A falling bridge nearly crushes them, but Mao, now in his demon form, holds it up, having powered up on all the surrounding panic. Emilia transforms into an angelic form to fight Lucifer, while Mao protects the humans. Just as Lucifer gains the upper hand, Ashiya shows up in his demon form to save the day, followed by Oba trying and failing to help Lucifer. Once the bridge is saved, Mao punishes Lucifer for his rebellion. Emilia wonders if Mao will return to enter Isla, but he says Earth is his home now. Emeralda and Albert arrive through a portal to spill the tea about the church being in shambles, then head back after realizing Mao has everything under control. Lucifer, of course, gets to stay on probation though. Lucifer gets a human named Urushihara and joins the gang, but Ashiya still thinks he deserves punishment for being an online shopping menace. Over in Ente Isla, the church learns Emilian and Mao are alive. A mysterious roped woman gives the bishops two terrible options: spill the beans about Oba's betrayal or assassinate Emilia, Emeralda, and Albert. The bishops panic, proving indecision is their strongest skill. On Earth, Mao bribes Lucifer with food to gather info about magic, but all Lucifer does is max out Mao's credit card by buying gadgets. Ashiya finds a lead in Turkey about regaining magic, but realizes they can't even afford bus fare, let alone a plane ticket. Meanwhile, their landlady sends a vacation selfie from Hawaii, traumatizing the whole apartment. Lucifer tells Mao about a forbidden classroom at Chio School, claiming it's a magical hotspot. That night, Mao Ashia, and Chio sneak into the school to investigate. Chio spills ghost stories about the classroom, including a vanished student and spooky phone calls. Mao's phone rings and everyone panics until they realize it's just Lucifer asking if they are there yet. He casually mentions the classroom once housed a porter to enter Isla. Emilia appears, determined to stop Mao's schemes, and chaos ensues. She accidentally decapitates an anatomy model, thinking it's a demon. Amid the madness, a robed figure secretly watches them. The group finally reaches the classroom and discovers someone's been living there. Lucifer calls again, revealing he used to squat in the room and forgot his game console there. Furious, Mao realizes they've been duped into retrieving Lucifer's stuff. The next day, Mao meets a clumsy new neighbor who falls down the stairs straight into his arms. The next day, Mao and his roommates meet their new tenant, Suzuno Kamazuki, who shows up with gifts to thank Mao for catching her mid-tumble. She says the landlord told her she could rely on them. Mistake number one. Meanwhile, Emilia receives a delivery from Emerada, a dubious holy vitamin B supplement that promises to supercharge her secret powers. She is instructed to take 2 bottles a day. Emilia starts taking out Mao's place again and spots Suzuno. Assuming she's another demon, Emilia tries to sneak closer but falls down the stairs again. Emilia then finds out that Suzuno awkwardly joins the group and learns Suzuno is just their new neighbor. Suzuno, playing the perfect hostess, is cooking dinner while Ashiya lies exhausted on the floor, probably dreaming of frugal spreadsheets. Emilia, naturally suspicious, grills Suzuno and concludes she must be in love with Mao. Emilia wants her not to get involved with him. Suzuno sweetly hands Mao a lunchbox the next day, which Chio notices at work. Seeing the heart-shaped cake inside, she freaks out and starts connecting dots that don't exist. Meanwhile, Emilia is attacked by a masked figure while shopping. She summons her sword, but shocker, the attacker's magic nullifies it. Just as Emilia is about to take a serious L, a shop attendant intervenes, scaring the attacker away. While waiting to report the incident to the police, Emilia realizes the supplements are working. She might even regain her Crusader armor, but now she's worried about the mysterious magic that neutralized her powers. Before she can spiral further, Theo calls Emilia, full gossip mode, about Suzuno's suspiciously love-packed lunchbox for Mao. Theo drags Emilia to Mao's house, determined to challenge his questionable life choices. Upon arrival, Theo finds Suzuno in full domestic goddess mode, cooking for the boys yet again. Feeling inadequate, Theo awkwardly tries to chat with Suzuno, but secretly envies her cooking skills. Suzuno mentions she's jump hunting, and Mao, in his infinite dumb moment, suggests she work at the burger shop where Chio also works. Lucifer facepalms, Emilia cringes, and Suzuki innocently considers the offer until Emilia cuts in, suggesting they shop around for better options. Chio, clearly annoyed, drags Emilia away before Mao makes things worse. The next day, Chio drops off supplies for Mao's gang, prompting Ashiya to play wingman by nudging Mao to walk her home. On the way, Chio confesses she fell for Mao long before learning he is a demon, and she's not about to let that stop her. Mao starts with mutters humans are terrifying as Chio boldly declares her love. Before things get too mushy, Suzuno pops out of nowhere like a ninja and overhears Chio's confession. Embarrassed, Chi escapes on Mao's bike, leaving Suzuno to compliment Mao's gentle soul. They walk to the station, where Suzuno sleeps off and casually references a portal to enter Isla. Emilia, connecting the dots, confronts her. Suzuno admits she's Christia Bell, a church agent sent to spy on Emilia and Mao. Emilia, furious, warns her to tread carefully as Mao isn't easily fooled. Meanwhile, Mao's work life gets chaotic when Kentucky Fried Chicken opens nearby, stealing all their customers. Kisaki, Mao's boss, orders him to defeat Kentucky at any cost. Just then, Sarue Mitsuki, Kentucky's smug manager, drops by to gloat. Mao attacks Ashiya with gathering intel on their rival. As Emilia leaves work, Suzuno ambushes her again, asking for backup to spy on Mao's workplace. Rika, Emilia's curious co-worker, decides to tag along on Emilia and Suzuno's spy mission, convinced it's some bizarre lover's quarrel. The trio heads to Kentucky Fried Chicken, where a festival has stolen all of McDonald's customers. Rika, playing detective, insists they avoid causing more trouble for Mark. They order meals to investigate, but Rika immediately declares Kentucky's creepy manager a walking HR complaint. Upstairs, Emilia vents her hatred for Mark, wishing he'd just drop dead. Ashira, eavesdropping, leaps to his master's defense like a knight defending his king. Emilia, unfazed, offers Ashira a free meal to shut him up, an offer he happily accepts, citing budget constraints. Meanwhile, Maro, still waiting for Ashira's intel, orders his staff to clean up while he schemes. Back at Kentucky, Ashia gives the trio a rundown of meals he has sampled, suggesting the next dish to try. Rika probes him about his connection to Emilia, and Ashia spins an absurd tale about their construction rivalry, where Emilia allegedly bankrupted his company. Rika, surprisingly gullible, buys the story and shares her own about hard work and supporting Mao's ambition. Inspired, she demands to meet Maui and follows Ashiya back to McDonald's. Ashiya delivers his espionage report to Maui. Kentucky's food and service are shit, and their popularity is just festival hype. Rika, upon meeting Maui, scolds him for not treating his customers well. Taking her words to heart, or maybe just desperate, Mao sets up a wish bamboo outside the store. Customers can hang their wishes in exchange for free drinks. The whimsical idea works like magic, and crowds flood back to McDonald's, ditching Kentucky. Once again, Miles' absurd last-minute tactics saved the day, leaving Ashia smug, Emilia annoyed, and Rika thoroughly charmed by Miles' business genius. Miles' boss ropes him into helping at a new store opening at the park, with plenty of distractions on the horizon, like a haunted house and a reptile exhibit. Lucifer eagerly notes that fear is on the menu, and Mal could power up by feeding on people's terror. Ashia, suffering from an expired noodle-induced purge, volunteers to escort Mal, while Chiyo and Emilia prepare for a fun day at the park. Suzuno overhears everything, plotting her own plan to stalk Maui. The next day, Mal is at the store working hard, trying to be the diligent employee, while Chiyo, Emilia, and Suzuno make their entrance to order food. Chiyo is hopeful Mao will notice her cuteness, but he's too busy slinging fries to notice. Meanwhile, Ashiya is stuck at home, battling his noodle demons, and Lucifer is shopping online. At the park, the girls dive into the haunted house experience, only to flee, screaming like normal people do in haunted houses. Afterward, they visit the reptile exhibit, bonding over their shared fear of lizards. Mao, on his errand, arrives at the reptile exhibit with some supplies, but a stray monkey grabs a key and causes chaos. The monkey, apparently an expert in unlocking crocodile enclosures, lets the reptiles loose. Emilia and the gang find the monkey, leading to an awkward moment where Mao learns the monkey shares his name. During the crocodile chaos, Mao seizes the opportunity to feed on fear and surprise, save the day by controlling the crocs. Suzuno, ever suspicious, wonders if Mao is using his powers for good. At the end of the day, Mao's boss praises him and he gets held home. Suzuno spots something fishy in the subway, but Chiyo distracts her. Meanwhile, Mao collects an odd package for Lucifer. Ashiya is still sick, but Mao's got it covered with his questionable nursing skills. Out of nowhere, their landlady ships them a mountain of goods to sell at a festival. The pie takes over their room like a scavenger's dream come true. Meanwhile, Suzuno runs into a shady subway man who turns out to be from the church. Jumping to assassin flashbacks. It turns out Suzuno used to be the church's it woman, just lovely. Emilia checks on Suzuno but ends up roped into Mao's team building exercise, which is basically sorting the landlady's chaos. Chi joins in too as they sort. Suzuno has deadly flashbacks while everyone else plays amateur shopkeeper. Later, at the festival, Mao leaves for work, leaving the others to man the store. Suzuno sneaks off to meet Mr. Subway, who orders her to kill Mao, an interesting turn of events. Chi and Emilia stumble upon Suzuno, who announces her mission to off the Dark Lord. Chi argues that Mao is not so bad. He is basically a demon doing community service. Suzuno isn't convinced, storms off, and even offers to erase Chi's memories. Chi is like, hard pass, thanks. While Chi and Emilia wait at a stoplight, Mr. Subway attacks. Emilia pulls out her holy sword, but surprise, surprise, it's useless against him. He reveals he is the Sentoki manager with the power to nullify sacred energy. Suzuno shows up, knocks Chi out, and things get even weirder. Mao gets a call. Chi is missing, and Sentoki's manager is shady. Lucifer tracks Emilia using the bug he secretly planted, which is creepy but handy. This then led Mao to City Hall. He grabs his bike, channeling his inner action hero. Meanwhile, Ashiya, conveniently hospitalized, ends up sharing a room with none other than Oba. Talk about awkward reunions. Ashiya wakes up in the hospital, ready for a dramatic escape, only to get sucker punched by Oba, who steals his ID card to find Mao's address. Meanwhile, Sariel, the subway guy, reveals he is actually an archangel and starts torturing Emilia, demanding her holy sword. Emilia, like a broke gamer, says she doesn't have enough energy to summon it. Mao arrives at the scene, but is stopped by a magical barrier. Sariel sends Suzuno to deal with him. Emilia and Chi try but are unsuccessful in talking some sense into her. Mao burns most of his magic, breaking the barrier, and is immediately attacked by Suzuno, who also smashes his bike. Mao nearly cries over his beloved two-wheeler but manages to dodge her attacks. In the middle of their scuffle, Mao spills the tea. Suzuno poisoned Ashiya with sacred energy-packed food. Furious, Suzuno attacks again but realizes Mao is just trying to save his friends. Upon this realization, she switches sides and spills Sariel's plan, which involves the use of the moon. Meanwhile, Oba convinces Lucifer to team up, promising him a one-way ticket back to heaven. Spoiler, Lucifer instead double crosses him. Oba accidentally supercharges the moon, sending Sariel into a power trip. Unfortunately for Sariel, the city-wide panic gives Mao the energy to go full Demon Lord mode. Mao arrives on the roof, drenched in ominous power, rescues Emilia, and drops a one-liner that Sariel's moon-fueled power-up is nothing against fear-fueled dark magic. Sariel picks a fight with Demon Mao, which goes about as well as expected. He is utterly wrecked. Suzuno calls him a rotten egg for good measure, while Lucifer knocks out Oba to reset the moon. With Sariel defeated, Mao grumbles about wasting magic to fix the city. Ashiya shows up just in time to be completely useless. Classic Ashiya, always missing on the phone. Chi wakes up from a dream where Mao returns to Ente Isla and decides to overshare at work. Mao, drowning in post-apocalyptic exhaustion, explains he has no magic left since he used it all fixing the city and shoving Sariel through a portal like interdimensional garbage. He also had to tell his boss why he bailed on work, saving co-worker from a lunatic. I guess that counts. Meanwhile, Lucifer reveals he has another totally unnecessary tracker on Suzuno, and Ashiya whips over their spiraling budget. Later, Mao's co-workers discover Sariel chilling in their fridge like expired leftovers. Turns out, Mao's magic bamboo portal antics caused Sariel to end up in the shop's fridge. Mao's boss wastes no time to call the cops. Emilia, paranoid from her dream of Mao conquering the world, drops by his house to find Suzuno and Chi playing a game which is Ente's version. Ashiya requests time off, and Emilia, being Emilia, assumes he is returning to Ente Isla. Unknown to Emilia, Ashiya just needs a break from all the chaos. The next day, delivery trucks swarm Mao's house with suspicious packages. Emilia is convinced they are from hell. They are not. Turns out Lucifer got scammed into buying junk, and now they are in $128,000 in debt. Ashiya, in an attempt to recover, starts working at the scam company, unaware of its evil nature until Mao shows up to confront them. Emilia saves the day with a loophole. Since Lucifer lied about being 18, Ashiya is his legal guardian, making the purchase invalid. Social services step in and the scam company is forced to take back their overpriced junk. With this, they are able to resolve the situation. Later, in a poetic twist, Emilia finds Mao waiting in the rain at the spot where they first met. She gives him an umbrella just like he did for her before. Full circle, but still chaotic. Classic end to the first season. And that's a wrap, folks. Remember, like, subscribe, and drop your anime requests in the comments. Until next time, stay awesome.